we want to talk about the drum a little bit. Then we're going to try to invite you in to play the drums with us. This is a community effort. So we have some instruments over here. We're talking about a sense of community. This is a diverse group, and it's a very spiritual thing to play together, to come together and just to hit the drums. It's therapeutic. When I'm beating on them drums, it's very therapeutic for me sometimes. African Drum Center on Communication and Dance. From the beginning around 500 AD, drums throughout the African continent were used to communicate from one village to another, to create a sense of community among members of a tribe. So we're going to create a sense of community among ourselves today, because we're going to play together. And you don't have to be no master drummer to play. Just hit the drum. Whatever the spirit leads you and however you feel, just play it. And to give everyone something to dance to, the drum has come to symbolize Africa itself. Known as the oldest instrument in the world, the drum is sacred and revered in African culture. For centuries, the drum was a primary source of information, despite attempts to silence it. By way of Cuba, Puerto Rico, in Africa, the drum was used at ceremonies to pay homage to the Creator, to herald the homecoming of a loved one, to spark courtships, to announce marriages and birth, to accompany religious rites and individual rituals, to herald political and social events, the onset of war, triumphal battle, to announce emergency gatherings. So whenever something happens, they were playing the drums, countless drums within the African continent. Tall drums, high-pitched drums, wider drums. I played the djembe, and it's the drum of choice of many street drummers, and it has various sounds. Gained popularity as an instrument in modern music because of its versatility. As you're going to see, we're going to play it, and we're going to be hitting some high sounds, we're going to hit some low sounds, we're just going to be beating on it, but we want you to enter in with us. Slavery brought the African drums to the Caribbean and to America, so and the music and storytelling accompanied by the playing of the drums. Slave holders recognized the power of the drum to unite the slaves. We're going to use the power of the drum today to unite us, to bring us together as a community, as this little diverse community. And like I said, you don't have to be no expert drummer, just beat. Fearing the slaves might use drums to organize and rebel, but the thing of it is you can't keep a good drummer down. The slaves kept their rhythms alive by beating on their chests, beating on their thighs, beating on their knees, and clapping their hands. They created makeshift drums, beating on all cans, beating on containers, beating on boxes and cans. African drumming ultimately emerged victorious. It may be because African culture survived the transatlantic slave drive and attempts by slave owners to ban them. The drum, the reasons they are so popular today and enjoy worldwide popularity. So we're going to do some freedom drumming. We're going to all enter in, and we're going to get on these drums and come on up and grab a hold of one of the instruments, whatever you can get your hands to play with, and play with us for a few minutes.
Thank you.
Come on, come on. Who wants to stick? Y'all sound so good. So good. Coming together playing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'd like to thank Wes for playing along with us.